Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. GitLab CI/CD, Episode 8 of 14. You maintain an open source project. A stranger forks it, hides a script that exports environment variables inside a unit test, and opens a contribution. If your system automatically runs that code on your private servers, your secrets are gone. To prevent this, you need a strict boundary between simply pushing code and executing it in a privileged environment. That boundary is handled by merge request pipelines. Normally, GitLab triggers a pipeline every time you push a commit to any branch. A merge request pipeline behaves differently. It is a specific type of pipeline configured to run on the contents of the source branch, but only within the context of an open merge request. This context gives you access to specific environment variables related to the merge itself, like the target branch name or the merge request identifier. You tell a job to run as a merge request pipeline using the rules section in your configuration file. You write a rule evaluating the pipeline source variable. You check if the CI pipeline source equals the exact text merge request event, written with underscores between the words. When you apply this rule, the job will only run when a merge request is created or updated. It is very common to pair this with rules that prevent the job from running on standard branch pushes. If you do not separate them, pushing a commit to an open merge request will trigger two pipelines at the exact same time, doing the exact same work. This brings us to the security implications of external contributions. When someone forks your repository, they create a completely isolated copy. If they open a merge request from their fork back to your parent project, any pipeline that runs automatically executes inside their fork. It uses their runners and their variables. This is by design. Your parent project secrets are safe because the contributor code has no access to your infrastructure. But eventually, you need to verify that their code passes your official test suite using your own database credentials and deployment targets. GitLab allows you to run pipelines for these forked merge requests within the parent project, but it requires a deliberate human action. A developer or maintainer in the parent project must manually trigger the execution. In a proper workflow, the maintainer reads the submitted code from the fork first. They must look for anything malicious, destructive, or poorly constructed. Only when the maintainer is absolutely certain the code is safe do they click the button to trigger the pipeline. Once triggered, that external code executes on the parent project runners and has access to the parent project secrets. The manual trigger acts as a physical security gate. This is the part that matters. Merge request pipelines are not just a way to group jobs in the user interface. They are a fundamental control mechanism that lets you evaluate external code without blindly exposing your internal infrastructure. If you want to help keep the lights on here, you can support the show by searching for DevStories EU on Patreon. That is all for this one. Thanks for listening and keep building.